her birthday? Kyla's birthday is Thursday, everybody. So we're going to sing happy birthday. Are you ready? Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kyla. Happy birthday to you. She will be 7 years old, not 17 like she thinks. Oh my goodness.
I'll tell you what.
Do we have any newbies here tonight? Anybody that's here for the first time? We do. Sarah's here. Front. You're new too. Stand right up there. Okay, be quiet everyone so we can hear to our new people. Person. People. You too. You know how to say that? She's tiny. Sorry. So all you have to do is tell them your name and where you go to school. What's your name? Kyla? Layla? And where do you go to school? What grade are you in? Layla's in first grade, you guys. A little bit louder, these guys are noisy.
I'm Sarah.
Hi.
Hi. I know some of you already.
All right. Yes, Sarah. Okay. I need to know if Devin Bottomley is here. Mackenzie's not here. Ryan Ross is not here. Ryan Sowers. Come to the front.
Look at that man walking.
Layla Gaffney, is she here? You are here. Did you do your challenge?
You came to my subway.
No. Oh, you almost got your bracelet. Almost. You gotta do one more challenge. Okay. Let's see. Ryan Casino's not here. Emily Bory. Did you do your challenge? Yeah. Come on. Chelsea Elick. Did you do yours? Yes, you did. Come on up. No. Chris Hansen. Not here. And Nick. Come on up. These fabulous four have earned themselves a fabulous new bracelet. Rise lovers. Doing 5 challenges and coming to 5 meetings. Congratulations to you. Give them a hand, y'all. Okay? And pass it around, give as much as you can. This is the last time we'll be collecting for Hope for Hunter.
I might have had a 5.
So walk through this Saturday. Okay, so last week's challenge, well, that's that round. Last week's challenge was to write down your poisonous thoughts and then burn them or bury them or somehow get rid of them and give them a funeral. How many of you guys did the challenge last week? Good job, stand up.
Oh, let's do right here.
Don't stand up just because you want to grab this prize. Come on. Be honest.
Watch the candy bars.
You did?
Chris. Chris nephew.
Yeah?
He just totally don't.
Yeah. What's wrong with it?
Candy bar.
Oh, it was totally the challenge you got with here.
Oh my God. Sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I got first one is that we have raised a grand total of $512.36. I'm proud of you. Thank you so much for helping Rachel meet her goal and for raising money to help find a cure for people like Hunter. We really appreciate that. Okay, so tonight is going to be a little bit different. First of all, I need a volunteer. Me? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Well, I want you to stand on one foot. Okay. You have to stay on one foot the entire time. Okay? Okay.
I changed my mind.
She can do it. She has good balance, right?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. You have good balance.
Okay.
Hold your hand up. Keep your balance.
Oh, I used to do this for punishment.
Come out. No. Keep your balance.
Punishment today.
This is awesome. Keep your balance. Keep your balance. Keep your balance.
I think I do that here.
Keep your balance. Come on, you can't put your foot down at all. You want me to fall over my face or not? Okay, I broke. That's all I needed to do. My point with that exercise is that there needs to be balance. There needs to be balance. Okay? And you will find out why I'm saying this in just a couple minutes. But first, I would like for us to get into a circle. Okay? And this comes from a lot of thought and prayer on my part. This has been a huge, huge undertaking for me. And for me to have started it only 3 weeks after Lauren died, it's been a lot more than I thought it would be on me. I've asked for help. I haven't really gotten enough help. I thank you to the people who have helped me in any way that you have, but it's not been enough help. I still juggle so much. I work 50 hours a week. I still have to deal with all the food and drinks. I mean, you can see there's not hardly any food. Nobody hardly brings anything. If I don't make it, we don't have anything. I buy all the paper products and everything that we need. You know, I do all the cleaning of the space every week, and believe me, it's been really a mess. I do all the teaching, do all the activities, I do the website, I do all the speaking engagements. It's a lot. It's a 40-hour-a-week job on top of the 50 hours that I'm already devoting to the job that I have. My family has been suffering, and my health is suffering. So I don't want you guys to get all worried or anything like that about me. It's just if I don't break it down a little bit, I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. And I know you guys don't want me to end up in the hospital. So this is what's necessary for now. And we will see what happens of having it once a month. I hope that it will continue and that you guys will still be excited to come every month. If you're not and it trickles off, then I'll take that as a sign that it's just not something that you guys want to do anymore, and we'll probably just shut it down altogether. I hope that doesn't happen, because this is a really, really important group to me, and I love you guys very, very much. It makes me sad to have to do this. I wish I could be a one-woman radio and be able to, just wrangle everything on my own, but I can't. So anyway, I just wanted to say that, and I also wanted to bring to your attention too that when I do teach, I've been feeling a great amount of disrespect from you guys, just due to the fact that people talk all the time when I'm trying to teach. They don't pay attention. You're sitting there hitting each other and making jokes and doing stuff, and I want this to be a fun place. I really do. I don't want it to be some place where people come and it's like school or anything like that, but when someone's speaking, it's important that you give them the respect. That's one of the big things that we teach here at Rise Above, is that people deserve respect. And to show respect, you need to be quiet when someone's speaking. Like right now. You guys are paying attention right now. You're being respectful to me, and I appreciate that. Usually when I get up there, I don't get this much respect. So I want you just to think about that, not just when I'm teaching, but anywhere that you go. If someone's speaking, give them the respect of your attention. That says a lot. I wanted to show you the illustration of balance, because I want you to understand that I'm out of balance right now. I don't have a sense of balance in my life because Rise Above is taking up so much of my time. And although I love it, and it is so much fun for me, just physically and emotionally and mentally can't do it all by myself anymore. So I've always taught you guys to stand up for what you believe in. I've always taught you to stand up for what's right, and this is what I believe is right for me right now. I have to stand up for myself and say, it's time to back off. And I know that you guys are disappointed, and this is why we did the circle, because I want you to have a chance to talk if you want to talk. And if you need to say anything, it needs to be said tonight, so that you're not, on Facebook and all mad and things like that. I mean, we can hash everything out that needs to be hashed out tonight, and I want to know how you guys feel about it. I want you to know that because of all the stress that I've had in my life, some of you guys know that we were robbed a couple of weeks ago, the day before Lauren's birthday. With Brittany being pregnant and trying to find a place to move out, and my regular job, and there's just so many things that are going on right now. I mean, I literally can't even work my job because I can't think half the time. So I've got to try to cut out almost everything in my life right now, just so that I can take time to grieve about Lauren. I worked on a scrapbook of hers this past weekend. It was very helpful to me, and that's why I brought it in here so you guys can take a look at it and see what we got done. If you didn't know her, it's a great chance to take a look and try to get to know her a little bit. She's a really fun girl. The good news is, the truths that I have taught you over these past 8 months are truths that you learn for life. They're not something that, if this group goes away, that those truths are going to go away too. Those truths are going to stay with you for your entire life. If you've been here for even just one meeting, I hope that you've learned something. And then I hope that you would continue to learn something if we continue to keep this group going. I wanted to read you guys a quote. It says, "If one sincerely upholds the truth, its simple power will eventually overwhelm injustice." And what that means in simple words is, if you keep doing the right thing and uphold the truth, be kind to people, and do the things that you've learned in this group, the good is going to overcome evil. It happens. That's why we have this group. I want you guys to know good triumphs over evil. But you have to make it consistent in your life. I also wanted to show you this. It's a little dirty because I had to grab it at the last minute, but I like to think of Rise Above as a mirror. And what I've done here over the past 8 months is I've shown you guys yourselves in the mirror. Now, when you get up in the morning and you look at yourself in the mirror, you decide whether you like what you see or whether you want to change it. And that's what Rise Above is about. You've seen how you are by listening to what I have to say every single week. You've seen the traits in yourself that you want to change and the traits in yourself that you want to make stronger. It's up to you what you do with what you see in the mirror. Okay? All I've done is hold the mirror up to you. You have to take a look for yourself. A trustworthy teacher is one who transmits truth, acts as a model of it, and keeps showing us how we can become who we truly are. A true teacher helps us lead him. So if I've done my job as a teacher to you, it's that I've made you strong enough to walk away from this group and still practice the truths that you've learned here. Even if we never had another Rise Above meeting ever, I would hope that you guys would take this in your heart and become changed because of it. Make the world a better place because of it. There will never, ever only be love or peace. But there can be more love than before we got here, and more peace because we stayed here. And that's what I want you guys to remember when you go back to school and when you go back to your jobs. Just make the world a better place because you're here. More love, more peace, because you have it in your heart and because you're a part of Rise Above. So, next week's challenge, and this challenge, you'll have a month to complete it, is to keep Rise Above alive in your daily life and your routine. Make it a part of who you are and spread it to others. Stay connected with each other. Come up with new and fresh ideas of how we can make it better when we come together again. Talk to your group leaders. If those of you who've done small groups, I'm sure you know the group leaders, Bruce, Rick, Angie, Amanda, wherever she is. We have a new group leader too. I believe Sarah, where did she go? Sarah's going to be one of our group leaders as well. And then, talk to your group leaders about what you can do to help out and keep Rise Above going strong. If you come here every single week and you never do anything but sit on your butt, you're being a taker. And we need givers. We need people who are going to step up to the plate. We need people who are going to bring a snack now and then. We need people who are going to bring a thing of napkins now and then. We need people who are going to step up and say, hey, what do you think about me teaching a lesson this week? I would be happy to give the pulpit to someone. You know, if you feel like you want to stand up and take over for a week, I would welcome that. I need help. And so I want you guys, as part of your challenge, is to think of a way that you can give back to this group. If you want to keep it going strong, it's going to be in your hands. The success of the group depends on you. So our next meeting will not be until April 24th. Okay, this will be the last one for this month. And we will meet again. It'll be the same time, same night. It'll just be the last Tuesday of the month from here on out. All right? Questions? Comments?
Love you.
Yes?
I don't like this
No?
at all. How about it's over 2 weeks? Please?
No, I can't. I can't.
We have to let her have her decision.
Let me tell you why it can't be every 2 weeks. Honestly, you guys are lucky. I'm lucky that I'm even able to do it once a month. I was really going to shut it down clear until the fall because I am in that bad of a need of a break. I really am to the point where I feel like if I had a nervous breakdown, it would be great because I would be in the hospital and no one would bug me. So I'm that close.
Yeah.
I'm really that close.
Nobody says that, nothing that we do is permanent. you know, if we can start getting people to step up and help take some of the load, you know, then, you know, maybe we can go back to every 2 weeks. Maybe we can go back to whatever we want to do. But, you know, for now, at least for now, we need to get to the point where Shannon can have, you know, a break and that we can kind of recover and, you know,
Let me,
get back on track.
yeah, let me just say, I mean, I know that you guys think I'm strong and all that, but literally, there are days that I've made so many decisions that week or that day that I come home and my family asks what's for dinner and I burst into tears and have to go to bed for the rest of the night because I can't even make a small decision like what's for dinner. Okay, so I know it's hard for you guys to understand because you don't have a lot of the pressures that I have. You do have your own pressures. I'm not saying you're not under stress because I know you are. But there comes a time, and I would expect that you guys do the same thing. If you're having a difficult time in your life as well, you need to stand up for yourself. You need to say, you know what, it's okay for my health to come first. It's okay for me to say no sometimes to some people that are asking me to do things, or people that expect me to do things. There are a lot of people that expect me to do this, that, and the other. And I'm standing up for myself and saying, it doesn't matter what people expect, I have to do what's right for me and for my health right now, and that's what's important. Hopefully, in a few months, I'll be feeling better, I'll be getting more energy and whatnot, and you know, we can, like Ben said, it's not set in stone that it's only going to be once a month, but I can tell you, if it doesn't keep going at once a month, and I get 10 kids in here on my once a month, I'm not going to be doing it. I'll just shut it down altogether. So it's up to you guys. This is your group, okay? Any other questions? Maddie?
I think that we should do something like, if you have it like already planned out next month's meeting, we should do like a tribute to everyone who has helped out with Res Above in any way. And we should have someone else teach it next time. We should. We should have like a group come together and decide on how we're going to teach it and have like a speaker and everything.
This is what
That
I
way
want.
you can watch and you can be Res Above.
This is what I want from you guys, okay? I know that you're capable of this. I am not the one-woman show that needs to be running this whole thing all the time. You guys are more than capable of coming together, putting a meeting together, finding a speaker, like you said. You know, I have an agenda of things that we do every week. We sing happy birthday, we give out the bracelets, you know, this, that, and the other. It's not hard, it's just very, very, very time consuming. For the amount of time that I spend in here with you guys, I spend at least 10 to 12 more hours outside of here preparing for it, taking care of things, updating the website when I'm done. You know, Angie, bless her heart, she tries to keep the fundraisers going for me, but even that, we haven't been able to do fundraisers because we're just too busy. And, you know, I don't want this group to die, but I've got to take rest. And I know that you guys can step up to the plate. I'm asking you to.
It's your group. I mean, it's for every single person that's in here, every single person that's come through the door. I mean, it is for you guys.
Yes, wait.
I say it's time for you guys to step back and let us do it. Like, you guys keep on saying it is our group. We are strong enough to do this. Like, we need, right, what Mary said, instead of one speaker, we need like at least 5 people to do it. Because it's tough on one person, but like let everyone talk that one night. Like 5 people talk would make it easier and spread out the stress and everything.
But the same 5 people will be talking.
No, like
No, we
every
have
week
different
change
groups.
it.
Yeah, we have like different groups every week talking.
Let everybody contribute to it is like you've done enough. It's our turn to stand up and show we want to make a change too.
Okay, Maddie?
We should have like an advanced notice of what the lesson should be. That way we can like, if we were to do something like that, we could get a group of kids that could help like share their story every week. Of
Okay,
how
so I'm not on that. Because when I did ask someone to help and step up, the problem was, what should I teach on? Guess what, guys? What do you think should be taught on? I shouldn't have to give you the subject. You know this stuff. I've taught you, and you know it. All you need to do is come up with a way to make it exciting and interesting to teach someone else. That's all. You know, delete your drama on Facebook. You know these things. It's stuff I've preached to you for 8 months. It's nothing new. okay? It's just I want somebody to come up with a new and fresh way of putting it to you, okay? That's all I do every week. I tell you the same thing again and again and again every single week, but I come up with a different way of saying it. Yes, Brad?
I agree with you. I haven't been coming here a lot, I'm working a lot, but the times that I was coming here every week, I've been noticing you've been feeling a lot lower. You're still spunky. I know that's an old word, but I agree with Shannon 100%. Most of us that are above that age have jobs, and it gets stressful. I only work 30 hours a week, and I hate it.
I did too.
We all.
And
I only work 15 hours.
Hold on. I agree 100% with you. I feel once a month is enough for you to plan more things out. And by the time that day comes, you'll have everything ready, you'll have everything played out, you'll have things taken care of. When it's an every day of the week thing, it'll build up on you.
Well, it does in the fact that, you start on Tuesday, okay? You guys know from experience when we used to have it in the house that I run around like a chicken with my head cut off on Tuesday.
Yeah.
The entire time. Most of the time I get home from work and there's already people here, okay? It doesn't even start till 6:30, but yeah, people show up at 5, okay? So I'm running around trying to get dinner for my family, trying to cook something for you guys to eat, trying to make sure there's Kool-Aid and pop and, napkins and things. And then I have to jump in and teach the lesson. And then I stand up here with a line of people that want to hug me, which I love. But then I have to go in there and bath Kyla and get her to bed and try to calm down myself enough to go to bed. And I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day, you guys. I don't get in bed after Rise Above until like 10 o'clock. I don't get enough sleep. And then Wednesday, I go into work. Instead of working my job, I have to update the website. And I have to update the spreadsheet that says who gets their raises and who did their challenges. And then I try to get on Facebook and say, so-and-so, where were you this week? I missed you. And it's not work. It's just, I do miss you when you're not here. So it's worth it to me to take time and send you a Facebook message. Or tell you that I was glad that you came back after you missed a couple weeks or whatever. So I do those things instead of my real job, which you're supposed to be doing. So then I have more stuff to do. Okay, Thursday and Friday. Okay. Thursday and Friday, I usually get a little chance to calm down, but then I have to work right back in on getting the lesson for the following week. So if you throw an activity in there, or a speaking engagement, a fundraiser, a field trip, anything like that. Oh, let's just mention court for when Billy got sentenced. Yeah, I went to that. Getting broken into, if I would get sick, God forbid, there's not any time for that. So you guys have to try to kind of look at it from my angle that I'm not trying to complain, I'm just trying to give you a little bit of insight as to what my life consists of right now. And honestly, most days I couldn't even tell you what day it is. I feel like I need to drill a hole in my brain and let all this stuff fall out because it's too full. So that's not healthy for anyone. Anybody else?
I am fairly good at spreadsheets if you need help with that. I went through, all the college classes, actually got my degree this quarter, but I have gone through Excel and every Microsoft thing, so if you need help with the spreadsheet, I can do that if you want.
That was wonderful. Thank you. Give me your email address, and I'll email you my attendance spreadsheet and tell you how it works, and you can just continue to keep it for me. That will mean that you take the attendance sheets every week, and then you log in everybody's, and you let me know who to give bracelets to and things like that.
Okay.
Yes?
I got the food every month.
You do. I know. That's why I made it on the last of the month. If your brother can still give us pizza, that'll be awesome. Sweet. Thank you. Can we have other people step up and bring drinks and
Range can bring
plates
some
and
subs.
whatever you guys want? That's why I purposely didn't make anything to eat tonight, because I wanted you to see that if It's up to you to step up. You don't bring food, we're not gonna have it. You don't bring plates, you get to eat with your fingers. You don't bring cups, somebody's gonna be chugging out of a 2-liter.
I've been there.
Remember, welcome to Perry County. We're okay with it.
Been there, done that. I can try to get some field trips. I mean, I know some places around Ohio, you know. There's some pretty interesting places that I bet a lot of you haven't even been to. I can try to get some field trips going.
Well, you can work on that.
Smart dude.
Decide, talk to your mom and see what the deal is. Getting something, but I mean, right now, I would say probably if you're gonna try to plan something, push it way out to the end of the summer. Okay? Because right now, we just need time to regroup. This group is going to survive if you guys want it to survive. And I don't want you just to step up and say, hey, I'll do this, hey, I'll do that. I want you to make it better. I want you to say, you know what, Shannon did this is a better idea. Let's make it better. Because it's your group, and you have great ideas. This can be as much fun or as much non-fun as you want it to be. But it's not a playtime. When you guys come in here and I try to teach and everyone's talking and carrying on and acting a fool, you know, that makes me feel like I've wasted my time all week. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely.
Okay, and I don't want to feel like that. I want to feel happy that you guys are here and excited that you're listening. And that you're having fun while you're learning something. I mean, if you're not having fun, don't come. But don't come and interrupt me and talk while I'm trying to teach. You know? Let's make this something good. I don't want newbies to come here every month and be like, what the heck was that? You know? Let's make it excellent. It can be. You guys are a great, great, great bunch of kids. I love you all so much. I know that you can do this. Anybody else?
We love you.
Yes.
I know it's my first meeting, but I can tell you that it is draining. I used to be the step and generals instructor. I did it 2 times a week, every week, and some of you kids were in it, and you came, and you expected so much out of me, and when I left, it wasn't, I just left there. It continued throughout the week. I have kids call me and ask me questions, so it is very draining. And to not have help, it takes a toll on you. So I do understand where you're coming from. And can I make an idea? I know it's my first meeting. You said to come up with creative, new, fresh ideas to express what you were teaching. Because you teach the same thing basically every week. I've watched you guys on YouTube. I haven't been able to be here because I've been in school. But maybe since she's moving it to once a month, maybe you guys can take what she's taught you, and during those 3 weeks that there's no meetings, get together, think of maybe doing a skit for when the meeting comes, to address some kind of issue at school. Maybe do a fun skit, act it out, something like that.
I think that's a great idea.
I would totally do that.
I like it. An idea. It's like, you know how you said it's like hard to come up with an actual idea for like how to do it? I think we should like get a box, like at the middle school there's a bully box. We should have like a box for like what we think our perspective is on how we should teach it. Like just a phrase or something, like last week was poisonous thoughts. We should come up with like a saying of the week to teach the lesson. We should have like everyone put in an idea and then like go through them.
Well, here, since we're only going to be meeting once a month, that's not really a good way to collect ideas. But we are on Facebook, and we are connected on Facebook, not only with each other that are here tonight, but we're connected with over 500 people. So there are a lot of people out there that can't come to our meetings, but they have wonderful ideas as well. And I think that if you guys get on Facebook and say, hey, let's do this or let's do that, there are a lot of people who are on that Facebook page a lot. I know I'm on it every single day trying to see what you guys are up to. So I want you to be on there for each other, not just to get ideas and plan things, but to be there for each other. She mentioned it is very, very draining on me that I had to ask you guys to stop texting me because I was getting texts all the time, like every hour of the day. And the texts have slowed down, but I still get, people on Facebook, and I still try to help as many people as I can. It's more than one person a day, let me tell you. Okay, there are a lot of people who want advice. And what I want is for you guys to help each other. You have the answers. I've taught you what you need to know. All you need to do is get out there and ask for help and help the ones who ask. There are a lot of people on Facebook on our group who ask for prayer. You know, not everyone in our group is a Christian and prays. I realize that. But those of you that are, please pray for the people that are asking for prayer. I feel privileged that they come to us and ask us for that. You know, they have faith in this group that if you say you're going to pray for something, you do it. You know, it's a great way to connect. Facebook doesn't have to be evil all the time. Our Facebook group is a really, really good group of people, and it's a good place to connect and try to get ideas and support each other. I'm not the only source of support here. You can support each other. Okay? Anybody else? Yes?
In high school, I was in something called Students Against Destructive Decisions, and we did a lot of kind of cool things. This was a long time ago for me. This was like 2007, 2008. But we did things that went outside of the school. We wrote down motivational sayings and like anti-bullying sayings and just put them on posters and put them up all over town. And then whenever I would walk around and I would see one that wasn't mine, I know that there was somebody else out there. So those kind of things are good to do, especially even if, like, you can do them at home even if you're not at the meeting. In that way, that's another way that we can be connected as a whole, is when you see something like that around town, or like a sticker or something like that, anything with some sort of positive saying that people can see. I personally put things in books from the library, so just like motivational stuff and tons of books. Actually, 2 of mine have, I think, showed up on Post Secret, unless somebody's doing the same thing as me. So, because I read Post Secret every Sunday, and 2 of mine, some people have found them and put it on Post Secret.
I think another good idea that's excellent that you do that with books. So I read something where people actually found like smooth rocks and wrote something inspirational on it and then leave it someplace in a park or something for people to find. Could you imagine how cool that would be, just to be taking a walk and see something
I'd do that.
down there around? You know? Anything. You guys, like I said, have a wealth of wonderful ideas. And I would love to see some of these ideas come out on Facebook in the form of a challenge. Who says I have to be the only one to give a challenge? Give yourselves challenges. You know, I would love for Rachel to post, hey guys, how about a challenge for today? Everybody write something and stick it in the book, or whatever it is going to be, you know? There's nothing that says that I have to orchestrate everything and it all has to come through me. No, I'm not the dictator here. You know, I'm just here to help you guys. It's your group. No?
It was praising you.
No. What else?
I'm gonna write stuff in the bathroom walls. Just kidding.
No.
We should like have different pages that you can like attach to the website. And it could be like a questions page, kind of like where if you post a question and then a whole bunch of people could actually answer it as a comment. But like also like what she said, how like she put posters up or whatever. We should do that in here since the walls are like, no offense, not bare, but just a lot of space. We can do sticky notes, like people bring in, that could be like a challenge or an activity. Put a sticky note of a saying that you like.
Now we're doing the handprints.
We are. I would like to do the handprints. Right now is just a really bad time.
I can supply the paint.
So can I have one chance?
Let's be purple.
How would you do that? Yes, states were full of ideas. Maybe we should write.
Everyone will do that.
Yes.
I always like write little notes, put them in every other people's lockers.
Yeah, I think that was a challenge.
Write it on
A
face.
while ago. I understand. I'm just saying these are all great ideas. And these are all great ideas that I haven't come up with. So what's to stop you guys from getting on Facebook and posting each other a challenge? With all this many ideas, there doesn't even have to be a weekly challenge. Dude, it could be a daily challenge. You guys have so many great ideas that you could keep this group going stronger than it ever was before.
But only do one at a time, please, because I would like die if I had like 50 million things to do at once.
Not me, bro.
Well, that's how she feels.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, so that there's not anybody that has it orchestrated or whatever, just get on there, you come up with a great idea, post it as a challenge, and And just because it's on the Rise Above page for that day doesn't mean you have to do every challenge that's on there that day. But if you do a challenge that someone posts, put on there that you did it. Give them a comment and say, hey, I like this challenge. I did that one today. You know, then that way everybody gets their challenges completed by somebody, and the world is a better place because all of your ideas have been thrown out there and people are doing them.
I like that.
Yes.
I'm feeling a little overwhelmed now because do I have to put every challenge that everybody does on the spreadsheet still?
No. The challenge on the spreadsheet is going to be for the monthly meeting.
Just the monthly meeting, okay.
That'll be it. Not a problem. Anybody else? Yes.
My friend right here has some. Okay, you know how Cody, the 2012, we're all like getting together, posting like posters everywhere. We do that for Rise Above.
I don't know anything about it personally, but if you want to explain it or.
Oh my god.
I have no idea what that is.
No, you tell me it.
Oh my god, I'm so.
Oh,
I've
there goes
heard
our
that
hands.
so many.
What? Or
I can't
what?
believe it.
Nick.
I can't believe that happened so many people.
You what?
We were just looking at
The
Oh, you were?
Cody thing, yeah, I've heard that
Who's
so many
Cody?
times.
it's nothing's even accurate.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
You hear it once.
Okay, but
Do we want
this
to
is Rise
launch
Above 2012, right? I think we should just have a microphone. All right, time out, let Katie talk.
I think we should draw all kinds of posters, like a guide or something, and we should help out with all posters, like all buy like 5 posters or something, and we should write informational stuff on it and hang them up all over the Greater Summer Central.
Let me say something about the ideas that you guys are throwing out. I think it's great that you have so many ideas. Let me say, just because someone throws out an idea and you think, oh my gosh, I'm terrible at making posters. Guess what? Each of you have different and unique gifts. If making posters is something that you love to do and you're good at it, then by all means do it. But if someone else says, hey, I think we should make posters and you're not good at it, wait for a challenge that is good for you. Okay? Do the challenges that you know you can do well. Amanda.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I don't mean to be your talk, but every time someone comes up with an idea for a fundraiser or something, like 5 people show up, even though like everybody said, oh yes, fundraiser.
Yeah.
Or like 5 people show up, and then you're like, where's everybody else?
Right.
So I mean, if you're gonna throw ideas, and I mean, this is a group, not just a thing of 5 people. Everybody needs to come through, not just 5 people in a room.
And the same goes for activities as well. When we plan activities and fundraisers, it takes a lot of work, okay? A lot. You guys don't realize you show up for the party and, that's that. Or you say, oh, sorry, I can't come, I'll catch the next one. And you don't realize that maybe we've spent a lot of money to get pizza or, we've spent a lot of time, we've spent our entire Saturday clearing the day so that we can go sing carols to old people or whatever, and 5 people show up and we're like, okay, I wasted my entire Saturday for this. This is a group. And it's important that if we do things as a group, such as fundraisers and activities, so you guys make every effort to be here and be involved. Don't just be somebody who's going to come once a month and warm a seat. It's more than that.
Not to be all mean about your thing either, but some people can't get to places either. Some people don't have the ride, or some people have things that come up.
And that's
And
understandable.
that's even more important than just all of these projects and stuff.
That is understandable. And that is why we don't have a lot of fundraisers or activities. Now, we have had a lot in the past, but we are going to slow them down because when we do one, we want to make it one that everyone can come to and one that's going to be successful. We're not going to have one every month because then it's like, oh, well, it's not a big deal. If we're going to do a fundraiser or do an activity, let's make it a dang good one and let's everybody jump in full force. And if you can't come, then make a way that you can help. We had that field trip to to the Ohio School for the Blind, and it was very successful because you guys were very committed to it, and everybody jumped in full force and said, hey, this is fun, we're going to do this. So if you really don't like an idea that we have for an activity or for a fundraiser, please say so. Don't just say, oh yeah, that's great, and then not come or not support it. You know, we need to be all on the same page, right? Believe me, my ideas are not always the greatest. You guys have better ones, so speak up. Anybody else?
I love you guys.
I think the important thing we need to look at is we have to do whatever it takes to keep this group from dying.
Amen.
Yes.
Whatever it takes. And I know what she's talking about. I've sitting here and listened to everybody's thoughts and everything here. I've been involved in church work for 30 plus years, 35 years. I know what it's like to get burned out, they call it. You can go 90 miles an hour and hit a brick wall. And I saw this coming with her. It's new, it's exciting, the adrenaline is going, you want to put everything you got into it, you go, go, go. There's a time, if you run down the street and you're running as fast as you can, there's a time you're just going to collapse. And that's to the point where she's at. And we need to do whatever it takes to help her to slow down, but we cannot lose the vision of this group or Lauren would have died in vain. So we cannot lose the vision of this group. We have to do whatever it takes to keep this group going and love one another and encourage one another. Go ahead.
I think that even if it were to die off right now and we wouldn't have any more Rise Above meetings, I think that even just being here 3 times, only like hearing about it a couple times, but actually coming to the meetings, it made a difference, at least in one person. And I know it's made a difference in others, so she did not die in vain in any way, shape, or form.
I'll give an illustration. I've had a bus route, church bus route for 35 years. And I've did a different theme each year for a certain day that we have. And I did a scrapbook one time. Well, we just completed a scrapbook like she did. But we turned the bus into a scrapbook. And I had pictures, 1979 I did this, 1980 we did this, 1981 we did this. All the way up to 2006, that was the year that we did that. Well, in 1988, that's not even halfway through, I came to a very difficult position in my life where I almost quit. And my wife was sick, she had a lot of physical problems, she used to help me, and she couldn't help me anymore. And I had to give time to her, and I'd come to the point where I was ready to give up. But I prayed and I pursued and I decided to go on. And I showed the kids the pictures on the bus, everything that led up to that 1988. And I said, now from this date forward, everything in front of this bus, if I would have quit, none of this would have happened. I wouldn't have met all these people. I wouldn't have been an influence on all these people. They wouldn't have been an influence on me. There's no place to quit. And I'm not saying, she's going to quit. You need to back off sometimes. You need to get a balance in your life. If you get out of balance, you ever see a washing machine that's out of balance? It won't work.
Yeah.
Okay? And you have to have a balance in your life. And if you don't, it's going to cause you a lot of trouble. So it's a matter of getting your priorities right. And in a Christian's life, that first priority is God and then your family. And then everything else comes after that. So if the group is getting her family and her life and everything out of balance, then she's got to make an adjustment. And we have to do whatever it takes to help her and support her. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we can't give up the vision. We have to go on. We have to make this work. There's too many people ahead of us that our lives can affect, that we can help, that's being in a bullying situation. It's just getting worse. It's not getting any better. And if nobody does anything about it, it's just, who knows what it's going to turn into.
And as Madison said, we made a change, but we can't stop now. We got to keep making changes.
Yeah.
We've made one change, we've made 100 changes, we've made 1,000 changes. We can't stop there. We have to make infinity changes.
It only gets bigger from here.
I had this little group, it was called the Corey group, and it was 20 to 30 people. And we didn't do that group anymore because that family got really poor. I don't know why, but they got really poor. And then that group turned into a true church, and now we're like 3,000 to 5,000 big, so I know we're going to get bigger.
Just what Rise Above has done for each and every one of you is a testimony to other people who come to Congress. Your life means something to other people. You have an effect on other people.
When this group was started, it was my vision that we would become nationwide and that there would be a Rise Above for every school. You know, that this would be something. And I don't want to lose that vision. I don't want that vision to die because every school does need a Rise Above. Every school does need a place where they can come and they can be supported with their friends and friends that can stand up and say, we are not going to tolerate bullying. We're going to stand up for each other. We're going to make it not cool in our school to bully. You know, that's all that Rise Above is about, standing up for yourself and standing up for others. And I believe that we have the core values to make this group successful. It just takes a lot more work than what one person can do. So this is your guys' chance. Now, you've already shown that you can step up and raise money, obviously. I know that you can step up and take care of the rest of these things too. I have no doubt. Anybody else? Yes?
Yeah, I'd like to say, I've kind of mixed emotions on this. I'm very, very sad to see this happening, but I'm sure going to miss seeing all these beautiful faces every week. But economically, I've made friends with several of you on Facebook. Please, friend me. Yeah, and 'cause I really enjoy talking to you on there. And I'll put my email address up there if anybody want to contact me that way. That would be fine. Anything I can do for you, let me know. I want to keep in contact. It's very important that everybody keep in contact with everybody.
Right.
Otherwise, things are going to start dying down. We
Right.
can't have that.
And the kids that are not here. There are a lot of people who didn't get a chance to come tonight. You guys are, that's why I tried to tell everyone on Facebook, please, please, please make sure you come. Because I knew this was going to be an important meeting. It's up to you, hearing everything that you heard tonight, to get the word out there. Not just, oh my gosh, Rise Above's only once a month now, blah, 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 blah. No, Rise Above's once a month. That means we have to work hard to keep it going and get your ideas out there and tell these kids, you know, I don't want people showing up for the next 3 weeks like, hey, Rise Above. No, it's not until the end of April, but you guys need to get the word out there. You know, I'm just one person. You have friends. You have friends that aren't here tonight that are members of Rise Above. You need to let them know. Okay? Yes?
You remember when you first started, there was about 7 of us. And your big house and little tiny room, and now look at everybody. We made a difference in everybody's life. Come on, Liz.
Yep.
Well, there's more to come. It's just, it's got to be from all of
We gotta
us.
stand together.
We have to stand together. That's right.
I'm going to see and talk to Mr. King about maybe starting a fundraiser for Rise Above to help supply the food. Not even like.
Let me just say that. Did you know Lauren?
No.
Okay. Anybody that knew Lauren? She and King were arch enemies.
Yep.
And they are very much against Rise Above.
Okay.
So yeah, we don't want to ruffle the feathers there.
Okay, they called some teacher figure, authority figure, something about like during my lunch and seeing if other volunteers during other lunches will help raise, McLean will help raise money. Like we'll have.
I love her.
Well, I'll try and figure out a way, like even just talking to friends about getting money to help supply for things like activity supplies, food supplies, drinks, and all that.
Let me just tell you, we've tried and tried and tried with the school. They don't want anything to do with us. I don't want to ruffle their feathers. feathers and make them upset. So if you want to do anything with your friends at school, invite them to Rise Above.
What if it's like in a class, like in choir, there could be a bucket that says Rise Above on it?
They're not gonna allow
They would
it.
steal the money.
It's a good idea, don't get me wrong, we tried a long time ago, and it's just, we're lucky if they let us put up a bake sale table at a football game. Really, that's it, we can't get them to let us do.
That was hard too.
Yeah, I mean, I quit asking them because we got asked.
Not really hard.
So we just, we're separate from the school, we're gonna keep it that way.
Let's get a bucket, put some water in it. Let's have a car wash.
Can I just say something? Yes. If you can say something quickly. You guys have a lot of ideas, see it, fundraisers and things like that. Miss Angie, for those of you that don't know, she is the fundraising director. So if you have ideas about fundraising that you really, really want to do, please speak with her, okay? Because at this point, I'm not even going to be able to attend a fundraiser, let alone get rid of that, okay? You have to talk to Miss Angie and go, if you want to do that, that's fine. I'm not saying you can't, I'm saying she needs to be the one to orchestrate something like that, okay? All right, yes, wait.
I'm still stopping by Tuesdays getting your hug.
I will take hugs any day of the week.
Well, you better pick me up.
Me too.
You can walk.
Hey, I'll be there for hugs, not a problem.
Yay! You guys got to make sure.
Yeah, I think there's a boundary there. You're here, you want the space.
Yeah.
You need that space. You can't have people just showing up. I'm sorry, there's a boundary, you know.
It's
And
okay.
for your well-being, I think they don't need to be a respect.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Facebook hug.
For you.
Yeah.
This is for you.
Well, and I respect a lot what Angie has to say, you guys, just for the simple fact that she's been telling me for months now that I need to slow down, and I didn't listen to her, and now here I am trying to tell you that I need to slow down, which she saw that coming a long time ago. She's a very close friend of mine, and she knows best sometimes, so I think that she has a very good point there. It's not that I don't love you and that I don't want hugs, it is that I do need some space right now, so. But I will still be there for you on Facebook. I'll log in every day and see how you guys are doing and whatnot, okay? If you have questions or if you have issues or whatever, let me know. But the big thing is, let each other know. Be there for each other. I'm not the only one that has the answers, guys. You have answers too. Yes, Katie.
I remember how I lashed out a couple weeks ago. Well, I was having another one of those moments, and I put this on Facebook that I needed somebody to talk to. 3 hours later, I got 2 text messages, and neither of them were for people asking me what's wrong.
Same.
Yeah.
Did you put it on face or on our page?
Yeah, I think. I
didn't see it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't see it on there.
Next time, Katie, put it on our page. Because I know that Rise Abovers, maybe if you're like me and you have 750 friends on Facebook, I don't read everyone's statuses, okay? But if it's on Facebook, or if it's on the Rise Above page, I will read it,
We got your back.
okay?
And you also have to realize not everybody's on Facebook 24/7.
All the time, right.
I mean, there's such a group. Then I think there is some people out there that are uncomfortable on helping people. And it's not that they don't care, but they don't really know what to say. So I think you also have to keep that in mind, that it's not that they don't care, they don't want to give you bad advice, they don't want to give you, you know.
That's what I wanted, because
Yeah, but maybe they're, right, but maybe somebody that advice.
Well, let me just say,
Good.
let me just say on that note, that if someone asks and says that they need someone to talk to, you don't have to have the answers, you don't have to have advice. Sometimes all you need is a listening ear, okay? All you need to do is call somebody and say, hey, what's up? What do you need to talk about? I'm here. I'll listen, I'll support you. It doesn't take very much to do that. All of you guys can do that, okay? We're here to support each other. This is a support group. Who else had their hand up? Okay. That's all you guys have to say?
Brad Burknail, he's sad now.
Okay.
Ew.
Yes, Ben?
The big concern I have with, I want you guys to kind of take this over so she doesn't have to teach all the time. But I want you guys to show respect, especially if any one of you guys, let's say Waylon decides he wants to do a lesson tonight, you guys really have to show him respect so he feels like he is doing something worthwhile and so that he wants to continue to do it and so you guys can help each other. You guys
can't discourage me.
You guys know more of what you go through sometimes than we do. We know what we went through and our life lessons that you guys are living now. So I just want you to be, it takes a lot of courage for somebody to stand up there and speak.
Rick, did you want to say something?
Yeah, just on a sort of related note, I don't know if you're familiar, there's a movie coming out here before long called Bullying.
Yeah.
Or cyberbullying.
And
Sorry, I have an accident.
for some reason it's really wrong because of the language and the violence in it. Urge people to, there's petitions out there to get it signed where everybody here can see it. They're trying to, there's I think 22 senators on board right now to try to get the rating down to MP13 so that people can see it because most of the people it affects can't see the movie.
Yeah.
So if you get a chance to hear anything about it.
It's on the red box everywhere.
This is a new one coming out in theaters, correct?
Yeah.
Well, this is not, I mean, this is related, it's being released.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a whole different movie.
We're gonna find a letter to the president.
Yeah, that's what it is.
About the little kids section.
Okay, anybody else?
We love you.
Well, like I said, next meeting will be April 24th, and keep in touch on Facebook. And make sure you let everyone know so that we don't have random people showing up next week. I'll try to put it out there too.
I would not even be in the theater.
No.
I would go enjoy yourself, go do something that way.
I would appreciate too if you guys would please keep me in your prayers. I really do need some strength right now to even start to get my life back. Also, Chelsea, who was it that we needed to pray for? Erica who?
Asbel. Her grandma.
Okay, her grandma's house burnt to the ground.
I've prayed for you every night since.
So please, remember her in prayer. Abby Hughes, that is one of our Rise Above Her, she lost her home in the flood. Just about everything that she has. And there was somebody else, a little baby on Facebook. Billy's little girl, okay, that needs prayer because she has pneumonia, right? Yes.
Morgan Miller just hurt her leg today.
Morgan Miller, too.
That's why she couldn't make it. She
Okay.
Courtney Harris becomes her nephew got in a car accident. He's on the field, he got life
Yeah.
Today?
I think it was yesterday. And he fractured his skull.
How old is he?
2.
That's a very hard. Okay, we'll definitely remember him in prayer as well. Anybody else?
Valerie Christian she was very she's on the hospital bed, but she has a cyst.
She has what?
Yes. I had to take her to the hospital because she was skating, because she's a big skater, and she broke her arm and both her legs.
Both of her legs? Oh my heavens.
Yeah, she fell down a really big hill.
I guess.
Hey, falling down hills, not my specialty.
Yes. One of my family friends' sons is going overseas. He's in the Navy, so I want to
Okay.
Kind of worried.
So don't forget about Tanner as well, you guys. The Marine that we support that's over in Afghanistan. You know, we want to make sure that we're offering him encouragement and support as well, and our prayers. Yes.
My best friends in Afghanistan, they're having really bad sandstorms, and they can't really go outside and things, so we should keep them in the case, you know?
Of course.
Just keep my pastor's family in prayer because his dad just died.
Yeah, our pastor happens to be Ben's best friend, and his dad just died, so we'll be headed to his funeral on his birthday, actually, so please remember them. Do you guys care if we have a small prayer right now, or?
I would not mind.
No? If you don't pray, that's all right, just be quiet for a minute, all right? Dear Heavenly Father, God, we just thank you for this opportunity that we have to come together tonight. Lord, we thank you for each person that decided to come tonight and to give their thoughts on what they think should happen with this group. We know that it lies in your hands. Lord, we just pray for each one of these prayer requests that was raised to you tonight, Lord. You know each and every one of them, and you know the best thing in each situation. And Lord, we just trust you that you're doing the very best thing for each one of these kids and each one of these people that are so desperately in need of your help right now. Lord, we just come to you and ask you to save our group. Lord, I pray that you would bring the right people to the forefront to be able to help, and that you would be able to give me the strength to keep this thing going for these kids. Help them to step up, God. And just thank you and praise you for all that you're about to do. In Jesus' name, amen. Hey, guys.